Right. All right, guys. I'm excited to be here. This is Results Driven by RW. And of course, I am RW. And I got some good stuff I want to share with you on tonight. Got some stuff we want to break into and show you how to get yourself in the phase or mindset of where you want to be. In other words, getting to where now you know you are, but actually becoming that person that you want to be. I think a lot of times in business it's hard to find yourself and find out what you want, how you want it, and how much you want. And those are things that we're defining as we're talking. So I'm excited about you guys being on tonight. We're going to dive right on into our lesson. First thing, of course, our little quick housekeeping. Take notes. Definitely take some notes, guys, because I'm going to drop some bombs tonight. I'm going to drop some stuff. I'm just going to be asking some questions that I want you to not maybe answer within our Zoom tonight, but I want you to take them and process them. I want you to put them in your mind and see what you can do with it, because it's going to be something that we're going to be doing as a challenge. And so by the end of this Zoom, you're going to be getting a challenge that you're going to have to complete here in the next week. So yes, challenge already. So I got a challenge already. And it ain't going to be a big one. It's going to be a humongous one. That's going to be a humongous one. All right. Next thing is camera on if possible. Love to see your smiling, beautiful faces. You guys are amazing. Next thing is ask questions or make comments in the chat. Do me a favor, open up my chat, name, business, phone number. Let's know who you are, where you're coming from. We want to see it. For those that will be watching later, it's a good way to let them know that we up in here. All right. All right, let's move on through here. So this week's wins. I want to hear about some wins this week. I'm going to open up the chat lines, open up the unmute. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Unmute. And let's hear about your wins this week. So who's going to be first? Who's on deck? I'm going to do it like Hip Hop Harry. Who's next?
I'm gonna go.
Go.
I was surprised today, a while back, a magazine called Canvas Rebel reached out to me and asked if I would mind doing an interview. And I was contacted today and told that my magazine interview has been published. It's live. So if you guys want to go read and check it out, it's called canvasrebel.com. So it's a magazine, Canvas Rebel. So I'm proud of that. You know,
Very proud.
The article is really nice. It's really nice.
Wow. Well, do me a favor. Everybody just bow down. Bow down. Just bow down. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Girl, hey, do me a favor. Send me that article. I will promote it on my page. Send me that article. I'll spot you up. Say, hey, look at my peeps. They're out here in these streets. I like it. I like it. I like it. Great job. Great job. Please text me the article so I can post it up right on my Instagram and YouTube, so I can get that out there to them peeps, let them know who I'm working with here. I'm working with rock stars. All right. Who else got a win this week? Who's got a good win?
Always got wins.
Before you call on me.
Well, let's see. I got Justin. I got Delshana go, and then Justin, you coming right behind her. Go ahead, Delshana.
Real win I had this week was just being pulled onto different stages and places. So I had some international stages that I was pulled out on this week, which felt really good to be able to talk and share in the worship arts community. I also was doing a Bible study with some other people that are on the East Coast, so that was good as well. I'm in kickboxing, so I'm still moving physically. I not only I reached my goal. 8 days later. I reached the goal, so I'm excited about that. And then there's something else. Oh, and I'm going. Our team is headed to Dallas to sell flags at another ministry event, and so we still got stuff moving. Those are my wins.
Wow, those are huge. Those are huge. Go ahead, Delshana. Go, Delshana. Great job. Wait a minute. Raise the roof. Good job. But you look like you're riding the back of a limo. I mean, I see how you roll. I see how you doing it. Okay. You know, she ain't driving, she riding. Okay. That's what you're doing. Awesome. Justin, J Dog. What you got, big dog? What you got, money?
I got some wins. They ain't as many as Delshana, but one, I'm super excited for my daughter. She won her very first soccer game last Saturday. So I'm super excited about that, and she was happy. And my other win is I gained a client off of the flyer. So it's gaining traction. So let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I love it. Man, wait a minute. Air high five. Air high five. That is awesome, man. That's hey, see, we don't know until we do it. Thank you so much for just listening, doing. Oftentimes we listen and we say, well, I don't know. I don't know. But you listened, you did it, and the results came. Imagine that. Imagine that. Great job. Great job, man. I'm stoked. That's what I'm talking about. I know it works. Just got to keep on working it. And you might be a little ahead of the challenge tonight. But tonight, okay, I'm gonna tell you later. I'm gonna tell you the challenge later. It's gonna be a one. It's a good one. It's a good challenge. I'm excited about it. All right, guys, my new ebook. If you haven't picked it up, slap yourself. Okay, my girl Delshana hooked me up. Matter of fact, I've got a couple people already asking, who did your book? Who did your book? I said, look here, her name is D Money. That means you got to, in order to get her, you got to get some D money. You got to get some. Matter of fact, there's one guy was so funny. I was telling about it. He said, who is she? I said, man, my girl Delshana, phenomenal. Da da da. I said, but hey, she ain't cheap. He said, for real? I said, yeah, man. She ain't cheap. So I'm already setting the bar like, nah, bro. Nah. Come with the monies. Come with the monies. So thank you so much once again, Delshana, as we're developing and working on our next book. But definitely, guys, pick it up. It'll bless your soul, all right? Upcoming events, put this on your calendar. You got to be there. Do me a favor. Just come represent. You're on deck. I got some stuff that I'm going to be doing. Me and Delshana got some stuff coming up in December. And so yes, thank you. Yes, we got some stuff coming up too. So we're going to show you guys how to get in the game, how to get that ebook out. I'm going to show you how to make money off of your ebooks. You know, I ain't just doing ebooks just to do them. Trust me. I'm doing them and adding them to my packages, increasing the package price. And now I'm able to get more money for my packages just because I throw in an ebook. Imagine that. All right. So definitely, guys, want you to be there. It's going to be on the 30th at 9:30 a.m. Be there, be square. I'm excited. Bring a friend. I want to pack the room out. I want it to be exciting. I want to get ready for where we're going next. All right. Group focus. I always want to put this before you guys. We want to work on your business, new, pending, established. Let's get you going. Personal wellness. Got to stay physically fit, mentally fit, and spiritually fit. I believe that's going to get you to where you can have it all, which I tell you all the time, you can have it all. And relationships. It ain't no fun if my homies don't get none. Now, I don't know who said that, but it was very profound. But I need you to know it ain't no fun. Like right now, I'm heading out and what's that? May of next year. I'm going to Med Cruise. And guess what? I'll be doggone if I'm not taking like 8, 9 people with me. And so it's crazy because when you're doing stuff, matter of fact, Delshana, your peoples is going with me. I told myself I gotta be careful because they don't know, they could end up in the newspaper messing with me. But anyway, yeah, so some folk, man, we rolling. I got them out there in them streets. We going to hit the Mediterranean streets. And so it just lets us know, guys, it's no fun to win by yourself. It's great to win with people that enjoy and love you winning, okay? So you're in the right place at the right time. So tonight, I want to dive into Authentically You. I don't know if I spelled that right. Did I spell that right, guys? Is Authentically, Delshana, I know she's all over it. It's spelled right? I was trying to sound it out, and Google wasn't my friend today. So I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, Authentically You. So, authenticity. Being true to yourself, who you are, beside and in spite of everything that's going around you. And I think this is something that I push many of you towards, is getting out of being what everybody else wants you to be and being comfortable in your own skin. I think the importance of life is really knowing who you are and start now going towards that goal instead of going towards what other people want you to have or what other people have. I don't want what other people have. I want what I want, and I want it because I want it. Some people want a yacht. I don't want a yacht, but I don't think it's bad to have one. I wouldn't turn it down, but it's just not my thing. But at the same token, there are some things that are. So whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be physical, it can just be things like, I want to retire my mom. You know, there's things to where you want to get yourself set to where whatever you want, that's what we want you to have. And as your coach, that's what I want you to have, is what you want. But you got to know what you want, of course. And the good news is I'm working with people that really know what they want. It's just a matter of getting out of their own way, getting beyond who people have made them become, and becoming who they authentically are. Okay? Some of you authentically are people that are competitors. You're authentically someone that hates to lose. You're authentically someone that is, I think there's a verse that says the head, not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender, not the borrower. You are that person, but because of life, it's almost like you've allowed that thing to be subdued. And you allow people to tone you down instead of becoming and being who you really are. All right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So I love this quote, and I can't remember where I got it from, but it was a good one, so I wrote it down. It says, "You're born an original, don't die a copy." Isn't that something? We were all born as masterpieces. Anything that we do outside of who we were made to be becomes a cheap copy that's limited. And once we limit ourselves, then now we don't stick to who we really, really are, or authentically become what we should be. Because in business, once you find your voice, once you find who you are, I believe that's when you start excelling. Because then now you have to remind yourself, you are the product, you are the business. Matter of fact, the only reason people are doing stuff is because of you. Okay? You are the catalyst. You are the numero uno. You are the head HNIC, however that goes. You are the one. So with you being the one is now just embracing that and stop running from it and allowing other people to make you feel bad. You know, I can say it with boldness. You want me in charge. How many of you can say that? Type in the chat. I can say that. You want me in charge. You want me in charge. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, you know that is better when you're in charge. Now, I know some of you it's hard because, well, I'll do it if they want me to. No. Are things around you better when you're in charge? And the key being is authentically you're a leader, but somewhere along the line, you allowed yourself to kind of take a back seat, which is good, depending on where you're going and what you're heading into, because it's good to learn before you lead. But I don't know. Every door I go into, I end up leading. Every door I go into. And it's just, my wife told me this once, and I'll never forget it. She said, "Baby, stop fighting it. Just lead. People follow." And I think for you guys, you're automatically leaders, but you have to embrace that as being who you are. That's a part of who you are and what you do. So whenever there's a situation that pops up, take the lead. Don't be afraid to take the lead for fear of what people will think. Even if you've only been there a week. I know Angie's only been there for a few days and she already firing folk, hitting folk in the door, telling folk their mama, giving them the peace sign. I mean, come on, man. You have to be really confident to walk into a new situation and start breaking up the old stuff. So that confidence is what you need, especially for the next part of your journey. Because as Angie is getting on these talk shows, getting in these ads, it's going to be good for her to say, well, I'm not the best. I'm okay. No, we don't hear that. We want to hear that you are the stuff. Matter of fact, you want to pay me. You want to get my designer clothes. You want to wear this. Matter of fact, if you ain't wearing this, you for real a clown. I mean, you want to get to that point to where that confidence and once again, guys, arrogance and confidence are two different things. To me, confidence is when you just know who you really are. Now, other people that are not confident in themselves will be offended by that, but that ain't your problem. Okay? Be who you are. All right? Now, with that, let's separate who you've become versus who you were born to be. I mean, right now, by show of hands, who knows that they're not clicking on all cylinders? I mean, in other words, you're not everything you know you should be right now. You're working on it. I'm putting both my hands up because I am in a place of my life to where I'm checking myself and I'm saying to myself, self, is this really what you want? Is this all that you got? And really, that's the thought that comes to my mind. Is this all you got? I mean, anybody else besides me, come on, be real. You have in your mind, is this it? Is that all? There's got to be more to this. I know I ain't touched my limitations. I haven't touched my capacity. So that means there must be more. But now, why am I not getting and being that more? Okay, so let's separate who you become versus who you were born to be. Now, many of us, myself included, is a lot of the beliefs were putting me that were just self-limiting beliefs that were other people put on me that weren't even my beliefs. The things that people told me because for them it was true, but it wasn't true for me. And I had to get comfortable in being me in order to now go forward and flourish in what I'm doing. All right. Now, when you think about this, I want you to really process. Like I said, I want you to think tonight, how do you separate that? I mean, the junk that mom and them told you, which was good and good intentions, but it was a broke mentality. I mean, the stuff that other people told you about relationships, that was just horrible, but it's what they believe to be true. When it comes to your health, some people you were around probably younger, they'd be like, they didn't care, or there might be people you're around now that don't care. And that's fine, but is that who you really want to be? Once again, you're thinking tonight, that's on purpose. When did you decide that you only wanted to just survive in business, relationships, or finances? I know some of you are like, well, no, I didn't decide that. I want to blow up. I want to explode. I want to do all these great things. Then why haven't you? Real talk. Why haven't you exploded and been doing and living the life you know you ought to live? Because when you really think about it, how does that look for you? Type in the chat real quick. One thing that you know that you should have, you want to have, you desire to have, but you don't have it yet. Just write one thing, just one thing in the chat. It don't matter what it is. It doesn't matter to me. It can be spiritual, physical, mental, whatever you want. Just type that in the chat, okay? Because here's the kicker, guys. Somewhere along the line, we can get comfortable in just saying I'm in business for myself. And that's it. But the business ain't making no money. I got so many entrepreneurs I'm talking to. They like to say they're an entrepreneur. They like to floss like they're an entrepreneur, but they're not living what they're saying. You ever been around people that talked a lot about, well, you should do this, and they ain't doing nothing? Anybody besides me more visual when it comes to life? It's like you can tell me something, but if you ain't doing none of what you're talking to me about, it's like me telling you, hey, you need to write an ebook. Yeah, that sounds real good. But I don't write one. Who follows that? It's like me telling you, yeah, that marathon sound good, man, but I just ain't did it yet. I can't lead you. I can't lead you if I haven't done it. So I'm saying this to say, guys, that if we're not careful, we'll get stuck in survival mode. We'll survive in our business, survive in our relationships. I mean, you guys know this. How many people that you know of, not you, but your neighbor, that they're in a marriage that they ain't even happy? And the sad thing is not that they can't make it better. They've just gotten comfortable and they're now in survival mode. And so they've literally made a conscious decision. I'm just going to ride this out, but I'm not going to try to make it better. We roommates now. Ain't nothing worse to be than a sexless relationship. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's to where, guys, you got to get to a point to where there's no intimacy, there's no life. You're surviving. And the key is, how do you change it? It's not leave the situation. It's how do you take it from a survival mindset to expand it into something that you want to be? Let me tell you something, real big secret. You can make your life what you want to be. How many believe me when I said that? Come on, let me see what your beliefs are. Do you believe me when I said you can make your life the way you want to be? If you do, put yes. If you don't, put no. You are the captain of the ship. There's a song that says, I'm the captain. Well, I don't know what song that is, but anyway, it's a song to where you have to ask yourself, am I the captain of the ship? Am I the one that makes the decisions about my life? Or is my life controlled by my limiting beliefs? What's controlling me? Is fear controlling me? Is success or little success or a little something? It's like this. I've seen guys that their whole goal was to go to the NFL. And then once they got there, that was it. They did nothing. Some guys, their whole goal was to win a championship. Once they won it, they faded to black. And those sound like big goals, but compared to what they really could have done versus what they got stuck at, it says a whole lot. It's like a business. You can open a business, have a business, but not have a business that's prospering and growing and able to function without you. That's to me when you have a business. When you can leave your business for a couple of weeks, come back, and your business still made money, money was still coming in, and you could do your thing and then come back and nothing changes. Okay? So survival is important. Don't ever get to the point, guys, that you just want to survive. So what is your belief system based on? Who you are or who you want to be? In other words, what are you basing it on? I mean, are you basing on where you're going or basing on who you're trying to fight and run away from? I was talking to a client today and they were struggling because they told me, I'm fighting with my old self. I'm fighting with my old self. I told myself, well, stop fighting with your old self. Surrender to your new self and allow the old self to fade away. You know, sometimes we're fighting with stuff that's like, let it go. You know, how many know you can let depression go? How many know you can let doubt go? You can let fear go. There's things that you can actually allow to be released in your life. I got this new thing now that I'm releasing weight. I'm not losing weight no more. I'm releasing it. I'm allowing it to go away from me. So guys, get to a point now to where you ask yourself, am I basing my life on who I want to be or who I've been? And then if you are basing on who you've been, how's that working? Because you can't get to where you want to be being who you are or being who you've been in the past. You ever been around somebody that's all they do is talk about their past? Well, man, back in the day, I was a football star. Back in the day, I did this. Back in the day, it's like, man, forget back in the day. What have you done now, recently? You know, I used to do this. I used to do that. Well, amen. But what have you done recently? Give me something new. Or are we stuck on your past victories? Or are we trying to make new ones? So real quick in my chat, I want you to write down, what is your limiting belief, if you know it? We talked about being our blind sides a couple of weeks ago. We talked about how things are there that we don't even know they're there. Some of you might know, you already know, hey, this is my limiting belief. You know, my limiting belief is ... Here's some of the ones that I came up with. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to do this. I'm too old, too young to manage. Don't have enough time. I mean, I can't invest in myself. I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough. And before you know it, you start getting this stuff playing in your head, and now it knocks you down from being who you really are. You know, because I don't know about you, but this stuff can catch you at the most inopportune time. And how many know that you can change your state? In other words, you can go from being happy to being sad to being exuberant, just like that. Some of y'all will be like, but that's acting. No, it's not acting. It's just you. Like right now, if I told you so-and-so died, some of y'all would start crying right now. And then if I told you, well, no, they're not died. They didn't die. That's false news. Then we would laugh about it. But just that quick, we change our emotions. Just that quick. So if you can change your mood like that, change your emotions like that, you can also change your life like that. It just takes one notion of knowing what you're going to do. Here's a big one, deep, a little deep too. What is your underlying belief? In other words, what's the belief that you want to acknowledge that really is a belief that you have? Can I go to the scarcity real quick? Scarcity. Think about the times that you didn't do stuff because you were afraid to lose what you had. Well, I don't want to lose what I got. I don't want to try. I won't chance it. You know, I don't want to take no chances. I mean, you know, that could be something that's underlying that you don't want to lose, but the only bad thing is if you think about what you really have, what's the worst that can happen? What are you really going to lose that you cannot get back, plus some? I'm at that point in my life now, man, hey, cash everything in. Because from where I'm standing, this is not my harvest. This is just more seed. So like right now, I'm buying properties to cash them in to buy the apartment building. Whole purpose. But at the same token, you have to ask yourself, why am I not doing these things when I know how to do them? Matter of fact, you ever ask yourself a question on why do you know how to do it, but you're just not doing what you know how to do? Anybody ever ask themselves that question? I know how to do it, but I'm just not going to do it. I'll leave it there. So now that the old belief wasn't working for you and you've acknowledged what it is, what will be that new belief? In other words, what will that new thing be that will replace the old? Because you can't get rid of the old without replacing it with a new thought. In other words, you have to get from a scarcity mindset to a abundance mindset. But now how do you cross over? And I believe that it's not just one way, it's many ways. I mean, for you guys, how do you change your state? In other words, how do you go, Delshana, from being sad one moment to excited the next moment? How do you shift your mind from having a bad day or bad moment to having a great day? You know, some people have to ask themselves, how am I getting rid of those old thoughts? Because you got to get rid of them to get the new ones in. But a lot of times, just like last week, week before, some of you guys, I see there's a fight. It's like, no, I don't want to let go of that belief. I got to believe that. My mama told me, my grandma told me, I believe it. I just believe it. And the question is, why do you believe it? Who told you that? Who said it? And some of this stuff, I got to be honest, is just crap. It's like, where'd you get that crap from? I mean, let's really get to the point to where if you say you want wealth, it's gonna come with risk. You're gonna have to risk something in order to get to where you want to go. Okay, you guys looking real solemn tonight. Good, because I'm asking questions. How will you execute your new belief? In other words, now that you've gotten rid of the old belief, you got a new belief. What is going to be the execution part of that? In other words, how are you going to execute that new thought? In other words, what are you going to do now to push yourself from being in a state of just complacency? But now here's the kicker. Some of you are moving and grooving, but you haven't even touched the surface on what you should be doing yet. How do you keep going forward in such a pace that's commensurate with your ability? Some of you, I know this year, you've started cutting some stuff off because we've been talking about it. And now you're releasing some new stuff. So now between the cutting off and releasing the new, how do you formulate and navigate through that? All right? This is good stuff, guys. I hope you're getting it. It's one of those things to where now, I don't know. You know, it's a hard pivot. Yeah, it makes a big difference. So let's chop it up real quick for a minute. Some of y'all looking at me funny tonight. Boy, I tell you, I know I'm dropping bombs on tonight. I need to have one of those little buttons I can say, boom, because they're bombs. All right, guys. So real quick, what are you thinking? I just want to hear off the top of your dome. Angie, you're working, you're listening, you're working. What are you getting as I'm putting out this conversation on tonight?
Well, I'm thinking and asking myself the questions as you presented. And I can say that I've always battled the question of myself that held me back. Like, am I too old? Why am I doing this at this age? Because I'm old. And then also fear. And it's sometimes like, yeah, I know I could do it. I know this and this is within me, but just being afraid to step out of that comfort zone. So a lot of times I could say, yeah, I'm sitting in the same position because I'm battling those things that constantly plague me. But then sometimes I get the positiveness that comes through and be like, you got this. All I need is just a simple spark. And then to just continue to tell myself that I have the faith of a mustard seed. So if I continue to move by faith, he continues to show different things to me in different ways that says that, okay, you are old, but you're still in the picture. And don't be afraid. Look, I continue to show you stuff. So please don't be afraid. So I move in and out of those things very easily. So that's what I'm thinking as you are talking about the things that you're bringing up.
Wow, we're gonna come back to that. Man, that's good stuff. Put a pin in that because I'm coming back to that conversation with you. I want to move to Delshana real quick. Good. Thank you for your openness and your ability, because as what you're saying, other people are thinking, but they might not be saying it. But I'm finding out when you can expose that thing, it opens you up for more. But until you expose it, put it on Front Street, then as I said earlier, you got to get rid of it, get a new one, and then execute on it. All right, Delshana, what do you think? I mean, I'm throwing out some stuff here.
I'm recognizing some newness in my own life. And as you're talking about the execution of the newness, what does that look like or what have you? What I'm feeling is when you really get, as I've really become this healed, more whole person, and this shift, I'm no longer, I'm still shifting, of course, but where I have shifted, there is no such thing as execution. I've become that new thing. I am now this new thought. I'm in this new phase. So as I experience life and have these experiences, my thoughts something new and different, new perspective, different types of conversations, expectations, deadlines, etc. Because I'm new now. Like I don't like, what are you talking about? I don't even understand how that stuff happened back there because I'm not there anymore. And so I think there's a part of this newness. There's the coming into, and then there's the being. And I think what happens is that as we become the being of the new thing, we can't help but execute better. We can't help but make better decisions, have better conversations, be more confident in our offers, be more confident in establishing relationships and building the empires and the enterprises. I think that's where what I'm grabbing from what you're talking about is like, what's he talking about? That's not me anymore.
Well, you know what? I can truly say that is not you. My God, you have done a 180, as they would say. It's like you have a glow about yourself here in the last, I would say, since we started this last challenge. Something shifted. I mean, I'm still reaching and I'm digging with you. Because here's the key. If I can find what shifted in you, it can help me help other people shift the same way. So for you, what was that shift? I mean, something shifted in you. I mean, and I know it, you feel it, you sense it, you're speaking it. What happened?
I don't. So much has happened. I don't know if there was I'm not like a lot of other people. It's not just business for me; it's kingdom. And so I don't know if there was a kingdom revelation I received. One of the kingdom revelations I received, because you're not my only coach. You're my hands on in my face. But I realized that I wasn't doing what my coaches were saying. So I wasn't receiving the results that my coaches were receiving. And we call that disobedient. And so why would you invest money, time, and energy and stuff and then not do it? And if it worked for them, what are you doing to make it work for you? And I think there was just a whole bunch of rebuking in my world, rebuking going on, looking at myself in the mirror saying, this isn't adding up. I don't know, this isn't adding up, and I'm the problem. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like being the problem. I don't like being the reason why we're not there yet. I don't like being the reason why we can't go, can't do something. It's my fault. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me get that together right now. And so, as far as I can tell, in terms of my just assessing in this moment, that's the best I got for you. But something like the light came on. It was like, well, the real Delshana, please stand up. We don't roll like this. What you doing, girl? Come on. And that's what I said. Okay, I'm coming on.
Wow. Amazing transformation. I love it, girl. I love it. I'm excited. I mean, boom, this is what it is. It is what it is. Amen. Amen. Justin, man. Justin, what's going on, man? What you processing over there, man? Justin's a man of deep thought and thinking. So, what are you thinking and processing, my brother?
Hilarious. I love it. I love it. No, for me, my shift is allowing others in to get a different viewpoint and perspective. Because I already had the swag, so to speak, the confidence, the belief in myself, but I needed an extra set of eyes to either push or collaborate with to take my vision from where it's at to another level. So that was my my greatest shift, is allow others in to work with or be mentored by.
Wow. Now, where did that come from? Maybe of that mindset of not letting people in. So where did that come from that now you've shifted it to where you're at now?
This stuff in general in the past, where I it wasn't other folks that I was relying on wasn't reliable, and then I had to go ahead and handle it myself. So I just kept that mind frame that where, like, look, I got it. You know what I mean? I'll just set aside the time X, Y, Z. But at the end of the day, you could be Superman and not have all the time to get stuff done to where you need to do without getting additional help. Even Superman had the Justice League. So there you go.
There you go.
That's it right there.
There you go. There you go. Matter of fact, that's what made everything change, was the Justice League. They had to bring it all together. And so with a bunch of superstars come together, you got explosions, and we grow and get better, and we win. And so love that, man. Appreciate that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sharia, I know you might be working. I think she is. I know she'd be putting that work in, boy. Sharia, boy, you better know she about her paper. Cool. Well, I definitely wanted to dive into that because, guys, the execution of that new belief is huge. And I know when it comes to like dealing, like Angel, what you were saying, I've been there. And so I can totally 120% relate, because I kind of went through my life thinking that I wasn't this, I wasn't that, and it would go in and out. But then I was getting those results based upon what I was doing, because I found myself going this cycle. You know, things go good, then my mind would start tripping, then it wouldn't go as good. And then I started telling myself, as Delshana mentioned, you know, I can't keep, I don't, and here's the thing that actually I played on my age, because I asked myself, and I don't know if you've ever thought about this, guys, all of you, how many more summers do you got left? I mean, think about that. If you lived another 10 years, Lord be your help, how many more summers is that? Is that like 10 summers? I mean, 12 summers? My dad died at 69. That means I got 19 more summers, or not even 19, I got 17 more summers. So actually that kicked me in the butt and told that, hey, now I move with a sense of urgency, only because I realize that my time is limited. But I don't want to die and not get all this stuff out of me. That's probably my big thing. So I don't know if that helps, Angie, but I think that once you start shifting that and actually using it to your advantage, it becomes now something great. But the good news is you're in it. I mean, look, if I look at what you've done just this year, that diffutes a lot of the fear and different things that you had, because you set a goal, you stuck to your goal, and you launched out in your goal. And now you came back from I don't know what that was, you know, getting mooses and cows and whatever that was, hit against your car and carrying on. I mean, you literally came back to Vegas on two wheels like the Flintstones. And instead of allowing it to destroy you, you kicked it up a whole nother notch. And so for that alone, I believe you've already grown from who you were into who you're becoming even now. And even looking at where you're at now and the projection that you have by the end of this year, you're going to be 100 times better. I mean, I'm looking forward to you getting to this doggone thing, one of these stars pick up your stuff, and somebody come in and say, hey, I want to take your brand and take you national. I believe it. I believe it for you. I believe it can happen like that. It's just a matter of, as you're believing, then it's got to happen exactly the way you believe. And I love the number that you've given me, even though I think it's too low, but that's just me. But I do like the number. Like the number. So that's good. That's good. So guys, real quick, I want to dive into last thing. Anybody have any questions, any thoughts, any things that I can run by, any questions that you might have in your business, anything of that nature that I can maybe help out with? Because if you don't, I'm going to jump right into the challenge. The challenge. Let me put the parentheses on it. The challenge. All right. Y'all ready? Okay, I know y'all ready. Boom. Here's the challenge. Last week, we talked about high ticket programs, services, or products. I want you by the September 28th to come up with your best offer. I want you to package it. I want you to put it together, get on a flyer, and promote it. So whatever that high ticket item, product, or services that you have, I double dog dare you to put it together, put on a flyer, details, pricing, and put it out there. That's my challenge. That's my challenge. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to process it. I want you to get your high ticket item, whatever that is for you, whatever that cost is for you, whatever that would be. I want you to take that and I want you to start promoting it. And not just one hit wonder. I want you to put it, so I would love for you within the next 3 to 4 days, put it together. After that, I want to see posts, Instagram, Facebook, just showing your high ticket item, just whatever that high ticket item program, whatever that would be for you. I want you to put it together, package it, put on a flyer, and let's get it out. Let's get it to where now at least let people know you offer some high dollar stuff, to where now those that are interested know it's available. If nothing else, at least put in the atmosphere. And I'm interested to know, and here's the thing, by the end of the year, I know that you will sell at least minimum one of your high ticket dollar items this year. Matter of fact, I guarantee, I almost want to stake my reputation on it if you do it the way I'm going to tell you to do it. So first thing is, package it, put it together, put on a flyer. We're not going to be vague. Put the price on it. In other words, and make the price high enough to where you'll get rid of the stragglers, to where now you'll get people that are actually interested in that high ticket item that you have. And then once you sell your first one, you can just pay me 20%. I'm just throwing it out there. No. I want you to know that I need to know exactly when you do it, because it will work. All right. So real quick, off the cuff, Justin, what's that high? I know we mentioned it last week. I gave you a week to think about it, and you put out something already, which is amazing. What's your high ticket item that you're going to put out? Or what's your thought running on what that's going to be?
I haven't pieced it all together, but it'll be ready. But it's a combination of the 3 services in one bundle, so bundle package. And I'm just seeing just playing with it to see what services and stuff that's going to be included. So I'm just messing with that point. But the initial price point is going to be around 2,000. So
good. I already like the number. I like the number. Put it out there. I mean, put it so to the point where people are like, I can't believe it. I want to hear people behind your post say, the nerve of him putting it. How dare he put out this big offer out here? How dare he? So, all right, great. Work on it. Package it over the next 3 days. Within a week, I want to see that thing hit. And I want to see you put it out there, and we're gonna hammer it for a little bit and just see where it leads us, because I believe that there's some high ticket item, high dollar people out there that have been waiting for you to put that offer out there. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that with my girl down here, sister soldier down here, sister old great wise Angie down there, she's going to a place to where when she pops out a high dollar item, I bet the people at the place you're going to are thinking about sales and discounts to get rid of their product. But I want you to hit them hard with that first day or that first couple of hours with something huge. Make it to where they go like, no, she didn't. What, how much? You charge how much for that? And just put on one of the mannequins and put 1,500. And then have people just walk by like, 1,500 for what? What are we paying this for? Make them look. Make them almost have like a, I can't believe, really? Is that what you're doing now? I want you to hear the voices behind your post. Who do you think they are? How dare she put that out there? She know that we can't afford that. See, the key being is the people that are saying those things, them the ones you're gonna start passing out the way. And then now the other people like the Queen Latifahs. Queen Latifah ain't gonna pay $39.99 for no shirt. She gonna pay $399 and be real happy about paying for it. Imagine this. I'm gonna promote your $30 shirt. She ain't gonna promote your $30 shirt, but she'll promote your $300 shirt. Come on, man. I need to start thinking on that next. So you're already there. You're already there, Angie. You there. So Angie, what's that? What's that high ticket item gonna be?
I'm thinking I'm gonna make a suit. I'm gonna make a suit, whether if it's gonna be tie-dyed and how it's gonna be cut up. I haven't got to there yet, but I'm gonna make a real nice suit. It'll be worthy of, yes.
All right, so something that's gonna be in that next level echelon to where you walk in, you know the ones that you look at the price tag, like, what? I'm talking about something like that.
Right.
And make sure you stick your brand on the bottom of it like you normally do. Make it look. I mean, put on the. But I'm challenging you. The very first couple of hours, get that mannequin, put out the most expensive piece that you have in your collection. Dress that mannequin up, put a sign on the neck. This outfit, bop, 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 bop. And I'm wondering who's gonna say you made me look.
Right.
Queen Latifah walked by, she sees something for $12.99. $12.99. Who's this? Who is this? Who is you? I am Chocolate Expressions. Who is you? All right, Angie, I want you to shock them. Just hit them hard. They be like, all right. Hit them like they're like, what the? Who is this? And I want them to have that mindset of the nerve of her coming out here at this place and putting something up here. She ain't no designer like that. I want all that, because that, you know what that does, Angie? That creates conversation. She ain't cheap. And that might mean you need to raise your prices a little bit. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's elevate the game, guys. Let's elevate the game. All right. Other than that, guys, y'all down with the challenge? Y'all down with the challenge? Just give me a thumbs up, high five. Just give me a something. Let me know I'm with you, coach. I'm with you. All right. I'm gonna hold you to it. As you guys know, or you might not know, I'm gonna be heading out to Africa in a couple hours. Actually, I'm gonna fly into DC. Then I'm gonna fly in Nairobi. And not Nairobi. I'm flying to Dubai. Yes. And then from Dubai, we're flying right to Nairobi, and we're going to be there a couple of days of la, and then some preaching, teaching, just doing our thing. But I want you guys to do me a favor. Pray for me. Keep us in prayer. Me, my mom, and my wife are going. So just keep us lifted up in prayer. I know that God's going to do a great work. I'm excited about it. But this is my third opportunity going out internationally speaking. So I'm very excited. My mom and my wife, is their first opportunity to go out and do what God has called them on an international basis. So definitely, guys, just know that I can't take you where I haven't gone. As your coach, my integrity says I cannot lead you where I've not gone. So that means that now you've already had an international coach as a speaker. Now I need you to realize that I got to get there. Some of you are already there. Some of you are there, like Delshana, she's been doing it via Zoom. I'm talking about actually going there and stepping that game to the next level. And we're going to work on that. Matter of fact, the next trip I have, I want you guys to be there with me. I think that you can do some amazing things with all the things that you've been told and given. And also, all you guys are international material. I promise you are. All right. But guys, other than that, I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget our challenge. Tell the people that weren't here or the people that are watching me later, the challenge is on. High ticket program due September 28th. And when I say due, meaning that I want that thing rolling. I want it rocking. And don't forget, September 30th, we will be having our session live and in person. And I want you guys to be there. I'm going to be busting out my girl's gear, results driven by RW. I'm dripping with it. Thanks to my girl, Chocolate Expressions. I appreciate you, girl. Appreciate the love. But other than that, guys, you guys be cool. Enjoy your week. I'll shoot you out something and check in on you, make sure you're good. But other than that, guys, appreciate you. Thank you for your prayers. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing week, and just watch things just blow up and explode in your life. This last quarter, starting in October, I'm doing some shifting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm taking some people to the next level, and I'm excited about it. So you guys be careful, be cool. I love you. I'm RW. We'll see you guys. God bless you.